Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to, I think, let's see, I don't know what round this is. This could be like the round of 8. We do have Poi versus Jimmeh. I should really pull up the bracket so I can see when these rounds are and what round we are on. But it is a BO3. I know that for a fact. Jimmeh is spawning as that red Terran and Poi is spawning as the pink Zerg. So it is a ZVT on Shakuras Plateau. And Poi is just joining up, and we do have Jimmeh SCVing it up, so no cheese going down from either player. We'll see what goes on. Jimmeh did take out, I forget who he took out, but he did take out someone with some pretty good play. Both these players are pretty good. Actually, I haven't seen Poi, so I hope he's good. Be good or you make me a liar, Poi. Poi is going out to do a drone scout at 10. Really early drone scout. I think he just doesn't like 2 axes. Some Zergs kind of overreact to the 2x or just played way too safe in my opinion. You can hold the 2x off with almost any build with just good drone micro. And he is going to get both of these watchtowers so we can see if there's any type of forward barracks going down, I guess. But the barracks can't be built just yet. Maybe he was trying to check for the SCV. If he got this watchtower and saw the SCV coming, well, he would have known the Terran player was at this base. But unfortunately, he got the bottom watchtower first, then the top, and the SCV came out when he had the top watchtower, so he didn't see that, but he picks the right base anyways, and is going to go attack that SCV. Nope, the SCV does go inside the barracks, and is invulnerable right now. It goes back out, and we have a battle between SCV and a drone. The drone is retreating, gonna look, sees no gases. This is a big clue at either a fast expansion build or a 2 axis. He doesn't see the second axe. It is most likely going to be a fast expansion. We'll see if Poi does react to that. He is getting his hatch up around 15 and spawning pool. So maybe he got the hatch at 16. And Jimmeh, again, I remember he did this the last time I casted him. And I have to say, really ballsy. I want to see a Zerg just abuse this. Looks like he is going to throw down the command center right here at 15 food. Not going to bother walling off. Only going to keep 1 blacks of production. And if Poi does react to this, he will just demolish Jimmeh, I think. Because his production off of hatcheries is much greater than 1 barracks. 1 hatchery is greater than a barracks, especially if you have that queen. So 2 hatcheries with queens, holy cow, are you going to outproduce that Terran player? And this 1 Marine is attacking the drone. Poi did see everything that is going on. So this command center go up. I have to say Jimmeh's life is looking like it is short. If Poi does react to this, he is getting drones. Okay, so it looks like he is just going to be droning up. He's like, you know what? Macro game accepted. So Jimmeh looks like he may be safe. We will find out once both these queens come off. The Vomits do turn all into Lings. Could be waiting till he gets speed. I don't know what he is doing. Could go roaches. Roaches would also be good. Basically any form of early aggression. But actually Jimmeh is throwing down more barracks this time. The last time he did this, he just went for like a 1-1-1 out of the expansion at his natural. So definitely plays a little bit on the edge. But you know what? He likes living in the danger zone. This queen is going to be vomiting lava possibly after it gets empty because it did start... choose to expand this creep. We do have 4 links coming out now. The speed is on the way. And I think he missed his timing window to abuse Jimmeh's greedy fast expansion build. We do have Jimmeh now moving out with 5 Marines. Not really trying to end the game here. Just forcing Poi to make Lings. And he is going to go to that watchtower first. Doesn't see any overlords. Going to wait for... No, he is going back. Wait, he's doing the pump fakes. Can't decide what he wants to do. And we have 3 Lings. And just get picked off from behind those bushes. Holy cow, that was a massacre. Those Lings did not know what hit them. They're just running around the map, and all of a sudden they have bullets coming at them. And they don't even know what is going on because, well, they are pretty much critters against these big bad Terrans with guns. And they don't know what guns are. There's like, holy cow, those bullets hurt. And actually not bullets. Like, holy cow, those flying objects hurt. And 1 Ling is just poking around. Gonna be getting this watchtower, it looks like. Actually, no, this Ling has the watchtower, so. And Jimmeh is pulling back. Doesn't look like Poi built too many Lings. He did go for the spine crawlers. is getting gas now on his natural, so it looks like he is fairly safe with these 2 spine crawlers. Jimmeh is getting a starport now, and I think if he starts going for medevacs, his drop is just going to demolish Poi. Because Poi is still joining up, he's really depending on like spine crawlers for defense. Doesn't have like a Baneling's Nest coming out, has the lair coming. I'm guessing he's trying to do some type of muta timing. He has really good map awareness. Look at this. Or not map awareness, just map vision. Both watchtowers, the 3rd base and the 4th base. So, great on that, but all these Marines are coming out. We do have a medevac being produced, rallied over here. I would love to see the medevac rallied over here. It could probably catch up since it doesn't have any obstacles. It can take a straight path. And then to just elevator some Marines up. Force all the Lings to sit down here. Keep your Marines on this creep. Elevator some up. Attack this. When the Lings come to deal with it, then you go in and attack these spine crawlers because they are positioned where only one spine crawler will hit at a time. And looks that's exactly like what Jimmeh is doing. Looks like he is going to be doing a drop on the high ground while he deals with the low ground. Throws a scan. That's too many Lings for these Marines to handle. Needs this drop to go off. And there he goes. He is coming in. Speed is now just finishing. And there goes all the Lings. And Jimmeh, not sure why he was kind of splitting up those Marines. Placing them on the low ground. Those Marines can attack the Queen. This Queen will most likely go down, actually. Can't get away because she is slow. Just tiptoeing away back. And Jimmeh shouldn't really put all his Marines up in this medevac every time. Leave Marines on the low ground. Have 1 or 2 up attacking this overlord. When the Lings come, you put your Marines in the medevac. Only 2. And your ones on the low ground. Hit those Lings. But that does take a lot of APM to pull off. And when you do that, you do slack on your macro. Jimmeh is taking out that 1 Ling that was watching the 3rd base. We do have the 3rd base now going up for Jimmeh. And the 3rd base is almost up for Poi. He does have 4 mutas on the way. And did Jimmeh see those mutas? I doubt it. No, he did not. Poi does have Lings, Blings, and now mutas. 12 mutas all the way, 4 almost done. Then going to be 8 following that. We do have lots of Marines in this middle of the map. Jimmeh's just really heavy on these Marines. Loves his Marines. And we'll see how his micro is against these Banelings. Baneling speed is done, I believe. Let's go over this Baneling nest. And no, it hasn't started. What? He's forgotten Baneling speed. Marines with stim pack just roll. Banelings without speed. On or off creep, they are just so fast. And you do not want to use mutas against Marines, especially if the Marines are at 1-0 upgrades and your mutas don't have any upgrades. Takes out the 3rd base. Poi is taking the other base. And here we go. Big attack going down. These Marines not getting any shots off. Looks like he was on move command. And losing a lot of Marines and now medevacs for absolutely nothing. That has to hurt. But Jimmeh is going into Marine Tank, the most standard composition in a TVZ. But infestors have been being used to deal with this composition. We do have Queens vomiting on the hatcheries. And this 3rd base again going up. And here we go. All the mutas coming. Missile turrets now just being built, but the Marines are not too far away. Gonna stem up and attack those mutas. Not losing a single muta. And if he was like, I forget who does it a lot. Some TN players would just put a lot of Marines right here. Pull half of them, so when the mutas did this, they would go, but looks like Jimmeh is suffering from 1 hotkey syndrome. Having all his Marines going back and forth between bases. Great muta harass by Poi right now. Dealing a lot of damage with these mutas. The Marines are coming back. Needs to leave some Marines back. Don't depend on the missile turrets. Hotkey, like, split half your Marines. Stay down here, attack this. The mutas will come, fly right over your Marines. And looks like he's like, oh, screw you. So I am just going to be attacking you. The PF did go down to some mutas. And scan does go down. What does the Ling count look like? 13 Banelings, 34 Lings out. Jimmeh is off of creep and what? No siege mode. And I think he just realizes he doesn't have siege mode, as he did just start it. And here we go. Jimmeh is going to be going in to attack all these banelings here. Going to try his best to split his marines. Does a fairly good job, but there's a lot of lings and a lot of banelings. Needed siege tech done on that tank. But he still will take out this third base. Possibly more lings coming in. This hatchery so low on life, going to go up in this medevac with the tank and start running away. But the mutas find that medevac and the tank goes down. If he left the tank on the ground, maybe that hatchery would have went down. That could have been a huge blunder. Jimmeh is moving in for the second attack. Does now have siege mode. Infestation pit being built by Poi. Jimmeh needs to take out this hatchery. If he just blew on it right now, that hatchery would go down. And looks like he is going for an odd way. We do have a fourth base kind of nidging up from Poi with a queen already here waiting for it. And that's a lot of banelings from Poi. Morphing in about, I guess that is 30 banelings. And there's a lot of mutas here to deal with these tanks. Maybe more mutas than marines. 15, no, that's 46 marines. I don't know where they all are at. Looks like a lot of back at home. Banelings going off on the tanks, because this is definitely not 40 marines right here. Yeah, there's a lot of marines back at home. Should be rallying up to go with his army so he can put this constant pressure on. But when he does this, he's kind of just poking in. Land the Zerg re-macro. Needs to keep the pressure on. You can't really just let the Zerg have any breather. Because, well, your production facilities, they are all in one area. The Zergs are split apart. So if you keep the pressure on and stay here, the Zerg's never going to really be able to mass up and keep the army in one spot to attack you. You're going to be able to pick them off left and right in small armies, and that's what you want when you're the Terran player. You have range, they do not. So, well, you're generally going to have the advantage if you have a larger army. A huge advantage. Not just an advantage, a huge one, because, well, your range, they will just lose units for absolutely nothing. Jimmeh is transferring a lot of SCVs over here. Does have his missile turrets up, going for his fourth base. These mutas are going to see that. We do have one missile turret almost, well, no, it's nowhere near up. There's mutas do take it out. That turret does go down as well. And it looks like Jimmeh is going to go in for another attack. Still have quite a few banelings from Poi. It's going to all come down to this marine splitting. Poi has been slacking on the workers for a little bit. And oh my god! Marines weren't being paid attention, but they do get picked up at the last second. And does an okay split, enough to live. And oh my god, those Marines were idle for just one more second. They would have all went down. That would have been game over. Hatchery is going to be going down. Jimmeh is going to take out those mutas. No, those mutas are going to pull back. That hatchery does go down, and Infestor here. Fungal growths go down, but both Infestors go off. Lots of Marines did get taken out, and Jimmeh doesn't know about that fourth base. A little bit of micro here, trying to take out as much as he can. And looks like those mutas are going to reign supreme. We do have a fourth base going up, as he does have a third base over here in the bottom right position. But Terran is also on 4 bases. Looks like he's just going Marine tank, but now that those Infestors are out, Fungal Growth would deal a lot of damage to those Marines. As if Banelings didn't, Fungal Growth would generally get the Marines before they split. And an Ultraless Cavern is also on the way, so it looks like he is going to be going for some Ultras. His upgrades, has he been getting upgrades or has he been slacking? Looks like he's at 3 ground weapons. The mutas are attacking, and 1 ground armor. Some good micro by those mutas, ensuring they don't spread out and go in range to those missile turrets. And looks like Jimmeh is just moving back out with the force. Gonna take out this hatchery. Poi has lost so many hatcheries this game, but I think now he has the army to deal with this easily. Fungal Growth goes off. Lots of units will be dying. And another Fungal Growth will go off, and a lot more units will die. Actually, Malay level 2 is being researched, so not level 3. I completely whiffed that one. Let's see. Where is So he was at 1-1. Jimmeh is going for 3-0, and 4 ultras are making their way out. Going in the summon tab, you do see Jimmeh way behind because of that gas. It is ahead of middles. It looks good. And then you look at this gas and like, holy cow, where's your gas, Jimmeh? You are literally just building Marines and Medevacs against Infestors and Ultras with Banelings. Bad Fungal Growth goes down. There was another bad one. Mutas coming in. He has enough mutas. Maybe not, because he did have a lot of mutas picked off, I believe. Yeah, only 6 mutas left. 2 Marines going to get picked off by those mutas. And now the Ultras have made their way. At the same time, I missed a drop right here. 4 Marines, they're going to start attacking this Ultras. The Ultras just wants to go on his Laffy Taffy and eat that up. And he's like, okay, I'll just kill you. Cleaves 1 Marine. That Marine does go down. The other Marines do stem up. And these Marines will be going down. Wait. That Marine is living. And nope, just gets steamrolled by an Ultralisk. That is not a good job. Good day to be a Marine. Both these players are sitting pretty well on the macro, not really stockpiling minerals too much. We do have mutas now coming across the map with the Ultralisks, and I think there's really nothing the Tan player can do to this. The Ultralisk is going to absorb damage. The Infestors will do Fungal Growth, and no, he's just going to sit back. 6 more Infestors coming out. And the thing that Jimmeh does have is a huge macro lead. He is at 81 Harvesters, 4 bases. Poi is at 4 bases, but he is only at 56 Harvesters. And Jimmeh is maxing up really fast. 179 through to 147 now. And here we go, the splits going off on those Marines. Trying to minimize the damage of those Ultralisks. Fungal Growth finally hitting the Marines. And those Ultras just doing a lot of damage. Now they're at melee distance of those tanks. There's a lot of Infestors out. They're going to get a Fungal Growth. No, yeah, they do on a tank. But those Ultras get picked off, and at the same time, Jimmeh did a drop. So, looking pretty grim right now from Poi, but he does have that tech advantage, but has no units out. Looking at this, the Army tab is greatly in Jimmeh's favor. Dropping up here, going to take out the spawning pool. Doesn't like Lings. Ultralisk coming 2 Ultras versus 3 O Marines. They are 2-3 because they do have that shitness plating. But Marines take out Ultralisk pretty fast with this micro. Only leaving 1 Marine in front so that Ultralisk can't do any AoE damage. And the pool has been taken out, so those Lings are going to be not producing for a little bit. Greater Spire in production. And that is what he should have got instead of those Ultras. Broodlord Infestor, much better than Infestor Ultralisk. Just because, well, the Tan player doesn't have any real anti-air besides Marines. Marines would try to run underneath the Broodlords, and the Infestors would be like, nope, Fungal Growth. And those Broodlords just counter-tank so much better. And Infestors going in, Fungal Growthing everything. Those Lings taking out that force. But the Tan player has a huge force, doing another drop up here. And where is this? Just slowly moving across the map. And he is going to take that Greater Spire possibly. Infestors here to Fungal Growth those Marines. And is this Greater Spire going to go down? Another Fungal Growth happens, and those Marines do take it out. Just barely. Marines stimming up. Going to go in, see if they can pick off as many Infestors as they can. Fungal Growth goes off, but that's nowhere near the Marine count of Jimmeh. And I think this game could be over. Poi really should have taken that advantage in the early game when he saw Jimmeh doing the 1-Rax FE with no wall. And Jimmeh just sending more and more units. 179 food for the Tan player, 89 for the Zerg. And those Infestors taking a lot of tank fires, and there goes the GG from Poi. We will be going into Game 2 very shortly.